right. I have confidence that this will start streaming. Now, many of you know this lovely person over here. She had a personality, so she was a person. It's my lovely dog, Lily, who I've had as a friend and companion for the whole time I've been on YouTube. Pretty sure. And she passed away this morning. Now, she was 16 years old, and she was not in pain. We found out 3 days ago, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, she seemed a little funny, so we took her to the vet. Said there's a little fluid in her lungs, maybe it's a heart thing, maybe this, and they sent her home, and she did okay. She was acting a little more funny, so we took her back to the vet, and they said okay, and got an x-ray, and they said, well, she has cancer in her abdomen that was pressing against her lungs and moving her heart and stuff, and this was stressing her, and that she only had like 3 days to live. But she was still acting spry and barking at the. We have a 2-year-old dog we got as a puppy specifically, so Lily, because Lily was getting old. I was like, well, I want Lily to know this puppy and help raise this puppy. An older dog helps you raise a puppy and teaches them things. They have ways of teaching them good behavior and stuff. And so, she was having this distress, and I thought it might be heart disease, and we better take her and see if we can get her a medicine or something. Because if her life could be extended through something not too much of an intervention. Because like 2 years ago, right after we got the puppy, maybe it was just a year ago, she's been playing with this puppy a lot, rah rah, doing the thing, the dog jumps and things. And she was running full speed, like a 14-year-old dog, I guess she would have been, down the hill, and she like broke a ligament or something. And the vets we had at the time wanted to replace that, and we'll just break her knee and take her knee out and put her this and that and pin this. And I'm like, this is an old dog. That's not quality of life. So we waited, and she was hopping around on 3 legs for a couple weeks. We actually took her to puppy acupuncture, and it worked. It really helped her. But whatever, whether that was a factor or not, it seemed to be. She started walking on all 3 legs and could go up and down stairs and jump on the couch and stuff. Right to the end, she was barking and playing, taking little walks. And then this morning, my stepson gets up early, and my brother-in-law drives him to school. My wife picks up her and or him and his cousins. So he's up early, more like usually my wife gets up for a little while, but anyway, he's up early, and he told us, "Hey, Lily, um, that's Lily. That's a picture of Lily. Good old Lily." Um, he said, she's breathing a little funny. He was worried about her. So we got up and laid down on where she was. She was on her little comfy bed, her dog bed. And we just hung out and talked in the dog voice and told Lily stories about Lily, how sweet she was. And so yeah, they said she had 3 days to live, and this was the third day. So We changed to vets because I just thought, I like a vet. When vets suggest expensive procedures, I tend to like them. I'm like, oh, okay. But when they don't take into account, like, this is a young dog, this is an old dog, what do you want to do? That I don't like as much. Um, I thought I'd wake up someday soon, though I was wondering if it wouldn't be months rather than days or even longer, just because she was so resilient. I mean, I don't know how fast these tumors grew or anything, but she's been doing great. Um, when we got Daisy, the little puppy, it was very good for Lily. Some people, and I worried a little bit about this too, but worried, oh, she won't. Well, no, she got more attention because when you have a puppy and you give the puppy attention, it ends up that you're like, hey, Lily. And besides, Lily always got attention. She was a sweetheart. She'd really charm people. One great thing about Lily was that friends I had that weren't that into dogs, like, I don't want the gross dog around, they would end up liking Lily. Like, Lily was the kind of dog that would ask for attention by, she wouldn't jump up on you or anything. She'd just be sitting there. Hey, how you doing? And eventually, and so even people that didn't like dogs like this dog as a person, as an individual, and she was one of the most polite dogs. She was the kind of dog that if the cats were eating her food out of her food dish, she'd just be like sitting there going like, "What is this? How, well, you gonna refill? What?" And I feel really good about Lily. I'm glad she didn't have a lot of pain. I was worried when I realized she was getting to this stage of, that she'd have some painful, terrible thing, but no, she even the day before she has passed away this morning, she was taking a little walk. She was pretty slow yesterday, but she was up and about, none of this vomiting blood for a week or kind of thing. So, and she deserved it because she was a really, really nice person. That I mean, she was conscientious and and deferential, but she was always a little wild girl too. I mean, she used to try, and in Hawaii she would wander off in the rain. There'd be get a little bit dark and rain, so you can't hear, and Lily'd be wandering off to go see all her friends in the neighborhood. Um, yeah, she was a sweetheart. I will always remember Lily. 16 years, gone as a puppy. She was left on the side of the road with her, five puppies. She's one of five puppies. She was the smallest one, the runt. I don't know if that's politically correct anymore, but I'm 50, so, whatever. And I think the runts of the litter are often the best dogs. When we got Lily, she was so, and she knew her sister. Her sister was a great dog too, but I have to say, Lily was way more polite and sweet. Lily was just so happy to be taken in and loved. And spent a while trying to think of her name. And I had said, "Hey, how about Lilikoi?" We were on a walk, and then Lily turned around. Hey, Lilikoi. I like to name dogs that way. Like, you spend a while with them and you talk and you say, "How about this name?" And when they react to one name, noticeably, and it could be kind of a little mini hallucination or whatever phenomenological. But I find that no, it's a real reaction. I can understand dog body language. I speak dog, and but whatever. It was a good name for her, Lily, for Lilikoi, which is a Hawaiian. Is it a Hawaiian word? I think it's a Hawaiian word for for passion fruit. This great sour fruit that um, sour and sweet Jolly Rancher kind of fruit that grows on a vine. It's actually kind of a weed when it gets growing, but so it's all over. It'll grow all over. You'll find it. I had it in my backyard, and anyway, It's tart and sweet and great. And Lily was more, she wasn't very tart. She was pretty much just sweet. And this is a good picture of her recently. And yeah, I'm glad she just eased easily. She deserved that. She was always a really good, solid kind of a personality. And, I just figured I'd put this up here because, she's been in my videos, I think. I think I've mentioned, and she's been around. I know she's been running around and doing stuff like that. And she was a good friend. And I kind of feel like, you know what, she's still a good friend. The ghost of Lily. And she'll always be there in time, her 16 years, and you know what, they'll always be good years, and the fact that human beings have such a mixed like record, maybe that's on us because sometimes with dogs, cats, with animals, there's like a lot more consistency. Like, you know, this girl right here. Now, I'm not going to say anything was purely positive. She might have shit somewhere that I didn't want it and I got upset or whatever. Though not really. I actually can't remember that. This dog, when she would like shit inside because she couldn't go out, she'd go into the bathroom and try to put it in a little spot. Like one time we left her and I wasn't able to introduce her to the dog sitter that came over to the house, and so she was having none of it. And she was on the bed, get out of here, and she would have nothing of going outside with him. I knew that was gonna. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but I knew it was unfortunate. I couldn't meet with him. That was, the intention was to do that. And he called me, and I'm like, well, just leave her in there. She'll go poop in the bathroom, and sure enough, I went home. There's like 2 or 3 poops right on the little bathroom mat, just sitting there all together. I mean, dogs. Anyway, she was just like, she made it as easy as could be on everybody, and she thought about it like from almost a human perspective. And but there might have been some times or something, but that's just at the absolute level. Well, no, there's exactly, you know, and I just have to theoretically pose that because my memories of this sweetie were just like she was just always positive. Like it was 16 years of ah rah rah roo. I make things better, and I'm a sweetheart, and I like you, and let's go swimming, let's go play, let's take a walk, let's go, just like positive things, things that are good for people, and an attitude of acceptance and love, and also I love all dogs, but dogs tend to be pushy. Like an affectionate dog will go up to a stranger that has come over to your house, a stranger to the dog, I mean, and be like, pet me, do this, what do you think? Here's my ball, whatever, and be pushy, and I love that, is my point. But Lily, nope, she'd just walk up and be like, whatever, what's going on here? Well, no, and just wait, but she was still wanting to meet you. I mean, she was a really, really special dog, and of course, a lot of dogs are. They just have really, really good personalities. I mean, the percentage of dog personalities um, that are solid and good is so high among the animal kingdom, certainly compared to humans. But I think the whole animal kingdom, they have a pretty good, fidelity in the idea that dogs have character, which is funny because they like to roll in stinky things and stuff. It's like, well, that's not bad character. They just like that smell and whatnot. I mean, their faithfulness, and which of course Fidelity, Fido, the dog. Yeah, I love dogs. Dogs. Dogs are great in general. And Lily here was I mean, she was a special dog. And all of our dogs are special, and the dog we have, the puppy, is special. So, yeah, all are. But I mean, every one, by being special, is in their own character. And this one was a particularly lovable and sweet dog from the time of her first bark, which, as I recall, she said, "Arr, arr." I think that was it, pretty much. And I'm truly going to miss her. And I've cried a bunch today and stuff, but I was also really happy because I thought she might languish, and you know how it is when you die. It's perfectly ordinary that you vomit blood for a few days, or you know what I mean, need a diaper for 3 months, or and that's fine. If that's the way it goes, you know what? It's 3 months. Um, but she was so sweet too. You don't want to see him have that pain. And of course, I mean, it's no problem helping them in those times. It's totally worth it. But you don't want to see him go through that pain. And she was like spry right up to the last moment. The day before, she was a little slow. We went for a walk, but she was still like this smile that you see, and kind of like, let's go do it. And I don't think she was in any pain. Um, the pain, uh, she was like, wouldn't really complain about pain if she had pain. I just think from her personality, but she didn't seem to, also she had the smile. You could tell the smile versus the stressed look. So I, uh, I feel she was really, really a good person. Oh, neo-skeptic, you would destroy me in a philosophical debate. Let's have that. And you're sorry about my dog. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. That's the point of this video. Oh, well, let's do that. The skeptic, leave a message or something. Somehow we'll work that out. We can have we can use Skype or something. All right, so enough about Lily. I know when you don't know, it's not because it's a dog, but you don't know a person, like my aunt passed away and I spent a bunch of time. But a lot of you do know Lily more than that. And so I thought that you would want to talk, for me to talk to you. And if you do remember Lily and you want to leave a video uh, comment, I would I would appreciate it. I really would. And I should have said that right up front so you didn't have to watch the whole video to get that. Uh, yeah. Well, I am what I am. All right. Thanks everybody. Um, truly thanks, because, I'm making this with the idea that I realize, you know what? People on YouTube know Lily. Some of them. 5 or 6. And, you know what? They're people that love animals, and they probably want to know uh, about Lily, and not be too sad. It just sad, but also be happy, because look at that. This is, I don't know, this is, oops, sorry, it's over here. This is a recent thing. That's just a smiley little fluff dog, right? Like, who couldn't appreciate that? If you actually remember Lily showing up in millions of videos here and there and whatnot, barking or whatever, me talking to her, um, you know, then you'd want to know that. I would. I mean, animals are the greatest, right, in general. And, you know, fish, birds, cats, dogs. And so, yeah. Rest in peace, sweet Lily dog. And, I'm an atheist, but still, it's kind of like Wow, it seems like she's in the same place as June. Maybe they're meeting up. So, whatever. Um, take that as you will. So, that's how much thorium it takes to provide energy for your whole life. Your whole life. Your car, your house, all the factory materials it takes to produce things you consume. Just a handful of thorium per person. Seems fair, right? All right.